What are some truths that no one likes to admit? Life really doesn't give a shit about you and anything terrible could happen on any random day. No matter how good of a person you are, you can do everything right, be a great brother, friend, lover, writer and coworker. You can focus on making a difference and pursuing knowledge. Then a deer runs out in front of your car. You hit semi-truck and 5 days later you die on your GF's birthday. You've been together for 9 years. If you'd made it another 14 days you'd have been 27. RIP dude. It's never going to make any fucking sense. Yep. One of my parents' best friends didn't wake up Saturday morning. Super great dude. Marathon runner. Great shape. Healthy eater. All that. Nicest man ever. And would give you the shirt off his back without thinking twice. 51 years old. And had a brain aneurysm while sleeping. Boom. Just like that it's over. I still think everyone should strive to be the best person they can be. Be a great brother, friend, lover, writer and coworker like you said. That doesn't change. But don't live life expecting that being a great person is going to give you an advantage on others. Life is still a game and sometimes you get dealt a piece of shit hand. Don't take it for granted for 1 second. Just enjoy every day you get to be here. Had a brain aneurysm while sleeping. I'm getting old enough that my first thought was not a bad way to go. Grumpy old men speaks the truth. The best you can hope for is to die in your sleep. Looks matter. To add to this, winning or losing the genetic lottery in terms of attractiveness gives you a step up or down in life and there isn't anything you can do about how people perceive that. Attractive people can often say or do something that an ugly person would be crucified for. Admirers have swarmed courtrooms for hot people who have murdered in cold blood. Edit. Wow Ripin Barks. Interesting thoughts from all. Thanks. To add to this, genetic lottery is more than that. Sometimes you're put even 2 steps up or 2 steps down and surprisingly enough, this imaginary staircase isn't infinite as there's a pitfall below the lowest step. It's no longer you have to try more, work on yourself, hit the gym, or whatever. Below certain threshold you're fucked by life in unrecoverable ways. Sometimes it's friendship, relationships or even in career or hobbies. Sometimes there are things simply out of your reach. For example, ever since I was a kid I had problems with my middle and inner ear, and if I lean my head upside down, I get dizzy and disoriented. Therefore I can never be a pilot. Not that it bothers me too much, but sometimes you have to accept these facts. It's accepting that fact that's difficult. Very few people manage to hit all the points on the genetic bingo card. Tall, handsome, intelligent, healthy, athletic. Fuck you. Here's a receding hairline. I'm not even 25. My widow's peak is referred to as a widow's mountain, and my facial hair is half grey. Also not handsome, healthy, or athletic. Thanks mom and dad. Sometimes trying your best isn't good enough. Edit. Thank you all for the different insights. I'm sorry if this sounded negative, or like I didn't put in effort, because I thought it didn't matter. I didn't mean to sound like that. This statement is to remind myself that I have to move on from things that are beyond my control, and that I shouldn't beat myself up too hard from my failures. As /you/wisdomlist and /you/alatoric have mentioned, it is possible to do your best, make no mistakes, and still lose. This is something I've been trying to internalize, but it's not easy for me to accept. This isn't hard to admit for me, it's actually how I was raised. Trying my best was a source of comfort. If I did my best and lost, I could usually sleep easy knowing I did my best. If I still hated losing, I'd practice and make my best better. Even then I'd lose, but I enjoy a good loss more than a mediocre victory. If I lose knowing I've prepared as well as I could and did as well as I could, I take pride in the fact that I did my absolute best. I guess it's sad if you believe that you have no limits or are told as much. Trying my best is good enough for me, which is really all that counts. The hardest lessons learned in life are dealt and earned with grief, 100 spans of pain and strife, a stretch of lost belief. No matter what, or why, or when, or how, and who's to blame, it comes around, and comes again, and always hurts the same. I've failed 1,000 times before. I've felt my chances fall. I'd rather fail 1,000 more than never try at all. You can be replaced. As long as I have to be replaced, that's a good thing, because that means I'd leave a hole should I be gone. I'd love to plug those holes of yours. Once you're dead, of course. From depressing to or what a slightly disturbing in 3 comments. A true Reddit experience. Obesity is not beautiful. You're beautiful, darling, she said with a sigh, but if you're not healthier sooner you'll die. I love you and care, and I swear that it's true. You're beautiful, darling, but this isn't you. Is that really something no one likes to admit? I don't see many people saying obese people are beautiful, quite the opposite. The general consensus seems to be that obese people are considered more attractive after they lose weight. Here is a Reddit certified unpopular opinion, but I think Rosie O'Donnell is less attractive than Katy Perry. Edit wow, way to downvote me for speaking my mind. I guess AskReddit isn't a bastion of free speech. So brave. We are not as good of a person as we think we are. Some of us think we are kind of bad people though. Not evil exactly, just kind of lazy and pointless and selfish. Some think they are better than they actually are. Some are actually better than they think they are. Few are those that are exactly what they believe. Most of us aren't special. Many of us aren't even above average. The most average person on earth is a 24.3-year-old Christian Chinese man making $9,733 a year with 2.333 children and will eventually die from heart disease. Edit. Thank you for the gold. And because so many people question this, the current human sex ratio is 1.07:1 males to females. This number is subject to debate, but current global census data agrees there are more men than women. I wonder if this man exists somewhere. The epitome of average. Aside from the age, and probably the paycheck, thus is my neighbor to a T. Edit. He was once 24 and had 2 kids at that age. Does that make him more average? That's an oddly specific number of children your neighbor has. Sometimes bad things happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can do everything right and life will still fuck your shit up. Yup. Sadly, we are not in control of everything in our lives. People who think their fate is under their control are foolish. You can only make decisions, but not control the consequences. For every second we live is a result of 7 billion people each making 1000s of decisions every day for many years. We can only hope to have it as we planned. My dad. If the game is giving you a ton of health items and ammo, you can be assured a boss is coming up. My dad. Most times, your religion has been determined by the place you're born in, and then it's just passed down to you, since most people just get their parents' religion, so it has nothing to do with truth. And every one of them is so sure they know the truth and everyone else is dumb. But if someone points it out to them, suddenly you're edgy. It's all about approach. Saying most times, your religion has been determined by the place you're born in, and then it's just passed down to you is an observation that contributes to a conversation. Saying all religions are lies is accusatory and rings of a college freshman who recently moved away from his Southern Baptist's parents. Some people are born attractive and or into wealthy families, and will have a substantially easier than average life for no other reason than winning what's essentially a genetic lottery. As my mom used to say, you fell through the right pair of legs. Onto the floor. Now you're retarded, son. Are you in a crowded place? Look around you. Are you alone? Think of the last 5 strangers you remember meeting. All of these people have lives as complex as you. They all have stories as unique as yours. They each have social lives. They each have years of memory, and they each look at you the same way you probably look at them. Scenery, paper cut, not even that. We only see ourselves as 3-dimensional. Everyone else is either 2 or 1. Treating other people as NPCs. I'm pretty sure I'm actually a NPC. I mean, I'm just sitting in the same place all day. Sometimes I get up, do my daily routine, leave the house on set times. And all other people I meet actually seem to get talent points and level up. Jobs are not coming back, and no amount of memes or name calling will help. He's dead. Of course he ain't coming back. Came here to say this. No one has the balls to tell all these people who worked in a plant their whole lives just like their parents that those jobs are never coming back, no matter who you vote for. And I don't see them going back to school cause To be honest, that's how they ended up in a factory in the first place, no offense. Even if manufacturing comes back, it's not what they think it is. Minimum manual labor, mostly technical, overseeing fully automated machinery. I would respect the hell out of a candidate who gave that speech in the Midwest. The karma system on Reddit is used mainly by people who agree/disagree with comments or think they're funny rather than for what it's meant. You will become old if you are lucky. Everyone wants to get old. Nobody wants to be old. You have to go to bed now or else you are going to be wrecked tomorrow. Usually at 1 to 6 AM. But I'm at work. Don't make excuses. Go to bed. A lot of babies are ugly, but whenever someone shows pictures of their own, the response is always oh how cute. Law of averages dictates that those babies aren't always cute. There was a joke in a Reader's Digest once, and a pediatrician said to a new mom, "Oh, your baby's adorable," and she replies, "Oh, I bet you say that to everyone," and he answers, "No, if they're not that cute, I just tell the parents that they look just like them." I've adopted that as my own reactions to babies. They're either actually cute or look just like their parents. You almost certainly won't achieve your dreams and will have to compromise and adjust what makes you happy in life. You probably won't realize this until it hits you in the face like a ton of bricks in middle age. Sometimes you love your girlfriend and she loves you and it's still not enough to make it work. Sometimes you will be in frequent and meaningful contact with someone with whom you are completely compatible with and could give you a happy life and you will not love them.